Alright, so here we have a matchup between Sanji and Dofi. So the opponent chooses to go first. They deploy their Perona. So we have a 2K, a blocker, a searcher, a Yasop, and a 10-drop Shanks. So opponent still placing cards on top of deck. So past us. We're going to deploy our searcher here. We can grab film. So we're just going to grab the 4-drop 6K Luffy Vanilla. So we got the Luffy. So opponent here swings 7, activating its effect, deploying the Jinbei off top of the deck, and playing a Mihawk from hand. We take that hit, drawing another 2K. Alright, we're at 4 Dawn here. We're going to deploy the Luffy, give it rush, and swing 6 into 5 into the Jinbei. Got a 2K out of hand, which is good. We're going to go 5 into 5. They only got 3 cards in hand, so they already saved it. They already used a counter on it the first time, but let it go the second time. So we got 3 2Ks in hand, a 4-6 Vanilla, the blocker Shariah. So we have a little bit of protection in hand. So opponent puts a Dawn on their Mihawk, swinging, activating its ability to draw 2, trash 2. Going 6 into 5. They trash 2 2Ks, which is kind of crazy. I'm just going to use a 2K out of this. By them for trashing that many 2Ks from that ability, they must have a lot of 2Ks or some like higher end, like valuable cards in hand. So 8 into 6. A 2K and a 1K. So we're at 6 Dawn here. We're going to play Yasop, giving our leader the plus 1000 boost. And we're going to attack 7 into 5 into the life. They take it. We're going to go 6 into the Mihawk. See if we can draw a 2K out. Which they do. And we just pass back to them. So with Dopey, we want to try to control the board as much as possible because they can just swarm the board. And yeah. So they're swinging. Alright, they were. Let's see. Not sure. No, they want an extra Dawn on Dopey. Okay. So 8 into our 6 here. We have a 2 and a 1 we could use. Yep. So we're just going to give them the Shariah and the 2K. So they're going to go 6 here. A debate, I don't know if I want to give them that 8-10. We just let them have it. Because we're going to deploy. Should be able to deploy the 8-10 next turn. So they're going to play the 2-drop Teach that allows them to put a card from their hand on top of their deck. We're going to play our 8-drop 10K Shanks. We're going to attack 5 into their Mihawk with leader. Because Mihawk's getting a lot of filtering, so we're going to go 6 into 5 with Yasop. They take that one. Then we have 10 into 5 as well. They take that one as well. Then we'll just pass to them. So opponent should be at like 9 Dawn. But they don't really have a top end. Doflamingo doesn't. They pretty much curve out at like 5 and 6. So they're gonna play Perona to manipulate the top of their deck again. So next turn we should be able to deploy our 10-drop Shanks 12k rush. We have 4 life. We still have a 2k. Like I said, the 2k in hand Hongo is only a 2k in this deck because our leader isn't Red Hair Pirates. So the effect of Hongo doesn't work. So they're going to play a Jinbei and then play a Weevil, drawing them a card. I mean, they're starting to amass a pretty good board right now. I mean, the Peronas are only 2k, but you could put Dawn on them and make them a swing if need be. But most of the time, they're just replaced with something else. So opponent's going to go 8 into 6 into the Yasop. They're going to get this one because we only have a 2k. They use their leader ability to get a Trafalgar Law, bouncing. They trash the one Perona and then put the other Perona in hand. And then they put our Luffy Searcher back into hand. So now we actually do have enough to counter because they put the 1k counter in hand. So we're going to use it. I'm going to save that Yasop. So here we have Ben Beckman or Shanks. We're just going to deploy Shanks. We're going to go 5 into life. Yep. I'm going to go 6 into life. Just kind of depleting that hand. They're going to probably take this one. And then we have the 12k here. We're just going to take out that Trafalgar Law. They got 6 cards in hand. They still got a decent board. We only got a 1k in hand with the Ben Beckman. So they play the 1-drop Buggy, which lets them look at the top 3 of their deck and put them back in any order. Similar to the Perona. I do wish that 1-drop Buggy had Cross Guild archetype, but it doesn't. So they still have the Teach on the field, which they can put whatever they want from their hand on top of their deck if they didn't find anything good off their top 3 with Buggy. They still have 9 Dawn. They could pressure the board here. Yeah, they're gonna go 14 into the 12. They definitely want the Shanks out of there, and we're gonna let them have that because there's no way of countering out. But I did utilize all their Dawn, so they valued getting rid of that Shanks above anything else, and they did get a Weevil off the top. So here they're gonna go 6 into 6. If we counter this, we know it's safe because they only have a 5k Jinbei. So we're gonna do that. So I'm surprised they didn't swing the Jinbei in, which is fine. We get the 7-drop Ben Beckman, giving it rush. They have no blocker, so here we're gonna go 9 into 5 here. I'm just gonna give the Edward Weevil minus 1k. So 9 into 5. They take that hit. We're gonna go 5 in, just getting counters out of their hand right now because our big swing of 10. We want to make sure that one connects. So here we go, 9 into 5 again. And now there's no way they can counter out of the 10. As you see, they had 2 Gravity Blades, Raging Tigers. Dopey, I think, had a good display in this matchup, but as you can see, Sanji was still able to compete in the meta. with just the big vanilla bodies with Rush. Like and subscribe for more content.